Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 330 To Go High School Football Show. I am Mike Voorhees, and I have the opportunity to speak with Canfield Cardinals head football coach Joe Ignazio. Joe, welcome into the show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you for having me.
Appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Coach, you've got a big game on Friday against the West Branch Warriors as you will be traveling to Beloit.
They're a tremendous football team. They bring back a lot of talent. I think they're riding high off the state championship baseball win, and a lot of those athletes carry over to the football program. So expect a well-coached team, an up-tempo team, and I'm sure the environment's going to be really exciting.
Well, Coach, why don't you take a little bit of time, tell us about yourself, a little bit of coaching experience. We know this is your first year at Canfield, so take it away. Tell us about you.
Guys, I spent most of my career at Boardman. I started off as an assistant coach there, my first year of teaching, and have been coaching ever since. So I spent 18 years at Boardman. I left there in December of 2020, and then Mike Pavlansky reached out to me, and we talked, and my kids go to Canfield, so I thought it would be a good fit, and I've been at Canfield ever since. He brought me on as a defensive line coach in 2021 and was fortunate enough to win the state championship there in 2022.
Perfect. You talk about head coach Pavlansky. We know that he held the position for 23 years. He steps down. It was great. We actually had the opportunity to talk to the coach last year on this program as Canfield was getting ready to take on Poland Seminary. Obviously an amazing career for him, 13 years in the playoffs, the state title, which you mentioned in 2022. You were the defensive line coach last year, or were you defensive coordinator last year?
Nope, still defensive line coach.
Okay. Obviously, this is your first year. What is your expectations for the Cardinals as you head into season one, year one, with you at the helm?
Yeah, our expectations aren't any different than years past. We want to develop a strong sense of run and mental toughness and physical toughness in the run game. And we know that we have to have a balance. So we want to be efficient and pick our shots in the pass game. But, when I sat down with Pav, obviously we talked about trying to keep tradition that the program was built on, and our kids understand and know the expectations from our coaching staff that there's a standard there, and we're not going to lower our expectations to meet their standard. They've got to exceed and lead up to building up to ours. And I think that's what's been so successful under Pav's tenure there at Canfield.
Well, Coach, we know this season you return 18 letter winners, 9 of them starters. In the practices and the scrimmages that have led up to week one for you, who are some of the standouts for you? Who are some of the boys that are making a name for themselves as you get ready to start the season?
Yeah, so it starts with us up front, defensively and offensively, with Angelo DeLucia. He's a OU commit as of the last 2 weeks. Tremendous talent. He's about 6'5", 230 pounds. Will be a two-way starter for us at defensive end, and probably some tackle or tight end there on offense. So we'll look to lean on him. We've got a group of guys returning in various positions. Not a whole lot of experience, but in our secondary, Tyler Scharrer was an incoming senior that we're going to lean on in the secondary. Was a starter for us for 2 years, and probably going to vie for the starting quarterback position. Got dinged up in one of our scrimmages, so he's going to battle back from injury. So looking forward to him returning. And then, our linebackers in MJ Pompoko and Ezra Stahl are returning with some time, along with junior DJ Erickson. And then when you look again across the front for us, we have juniors Landon Shina that will be a two-way returner for us and as a junior, and AJ Hugo, who's the starting guard for us and played some across the defensive front as well. And then when we look at the offensive side of the ball, Enzo Cocca started at safety for us. He'll probably compete at that quarterback position and is a real quick athletic kid. So probably going to fill some time while Tyler's out. And, looking for him to take the reins through the season and lead our football team.
Well, Coach, we know Friday when you go to Beloit to take on the Warriors, we know that they're a very talented team. What is the message to the Cardinal defense as you take on the very talented Warrior offense?
Yeah, so first and foremost, they're up-tempo offensively, and our guys know that we want to try to, work the clock offensively. Um, we can be up-tempo at times, but we want to be able to take time off the clock and then obviously get 3 and outs on defense. They want to try to find out what you're made of with up-tempo and find out what kind of conditioned team you are. And they strain you in different phases of the offensive side of the ball, and we just have to meet that challenge.
Coach, I just want to take personally me saying thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with us. We know that with you being a first-year coach, your hands are full. You're getting your team ready to go as they get ready to take on West Branch on Friday night. Coach, we here at 330 To Go High School Football Show want to wish you and your Cardinals the very best of luck this Friday night, this season, and we're hopeful that we'll be able to talk to you soon, even as we get closer into the playoffs.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's been good. I was a head coach for 8 years prior to becoming an assistant again, and you got to knock some of that rust off. But it's been a good deal, and I got a tremendously supportive staff. And Pav's still in contact. We talk very often, almost daily, and I reach out to him with questions. And he's been a tremendous mentor to me. But I never look as the coaches that I've coached for as an assistant. I always, even as a head coach, look to the other assistants as mentors as well, because you always learn something from those guys as well, and have a tremendous defense coordinator in Wally Hurdley that's been around the Valley for years, and I think one of the best offensive line coaches in Angelo Seminaro. And I lean on those guys heavily for input, and they were part of our staff under Pav as well. So we've got a good close-knit staff, and our kids see that, and they know that the expectation is going to be high, and we'll settle for no less than that.
That's perfect, Coach. That's all we can ask for. Once again, I am with Canfield Cardinals head football coach Joe Ignazio. Did I say it right this time?
Ignazio.
Or did I fail again? Ignazio. See, this is why we ask. I ask and I still butcher it. Coach, once again, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with us. Good luck on Friday against West Branch. And again, we hope to talk to you soon as we get closer to the playoffs.
Looking forward to talking to you guys again, and I appreciate you reaching out. Thank you very much.